Time now for your bond update. And there's a big debate going on right now in the debt world. Is this a good time or bad time to be buying emerging markets debt? Lisa Abramowicz takes hold of this debate. Lisa?
Scarlett, I've been noticing as I talk to portfolio managers who focus on emerging markets, a real conflict here, with some saying it's time to go in, others saying it's time to go out. Let's look at the catalyst for what ignited this debate. It really is the Fed rate cuts. Currently, 4 rate cuts being priced into the U.S. market heading into the end of next year. Basically, the idea here is that the Federal Reserve will be forced to cut rates even against a pretty benign economic backdrop in response to the escalating trade tensions. So the question is this good or bad for emerging markets credit? Typically, when the Fed eases, that's good for emerging markets debt because it means that you're having a stable economy that's stimulated, and it means the dollar gets weaker. But here what you see is that this is indeed what some people seem to be saying. This is the extra yield that investors demand to own a local currency emerging markets debt over benchmark treasuries. That has fallen to the lowest since 2017. It has outperformed high yield bonds in the U.S. recently because people are saying this is a good place to go given the fact that the Fed will be stimulating to uphold growth. But not everybody is bullish. If you take a look at this $8.7 billion ETF that trades as IEML on the London market, you could see it saw its biggest one-day withdrawal yesterday of $377 million. And this reflects some pessimism that I've heard from others in the market saying, look, if there is a trade war that is that severe that the Federal Reserve is prompted to cut rates by 4 times by the end of next year, that will be bad for China. And China has such a big presence in developing markets that this will be a net negative for EM. And besides all of that, check out the dollar. It's been strengthening as well, which also is not great for local currency emerging markets debt. So the debate rages on, and Scarlett, Caroline, I'm going to be watching it.